I want to see him.
You know where he lives. You can talk to him now for a minute. Say hi to Kathy, guys.
I think where? I think you want to see me? Come up to Belmont Ballpark. Come up to the ballpark. I need somebody to run for me.
Yeah, well, you don't want me to run for you. You'd have to come and rescue me. Give me CPR.
So Lee and Dave, are you able to talk without feedback now? Is that better?
Can you hear us now?
I can. This is crazy. There we
Okay.
go. Victor,
That's because I'm on, I've got you on my cell phone
Yep.
to hear and see you on the line.
technological wonders today. Very exciting.
No, I like talking on the phone to regular people. I don't need this crap.
Alexis, how are you today?
Pardon me?
I live off of Ridgely Oak, 8004, and I always get the little flyers, but I was never able to make it when it was at Loch Raven because I was working.
Yep.
So I watched the video from last week with the Royal Farm, so that was cool. So I
Yeah.
thought I would try to join tonight.
I'm so glad you could join.
Thank you.
Mary, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And the other Mary, Ms. McCarthy? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? That's the fun part. We don't really know who can hear what. It's exciting.
Is Brandon there?
I believe he is. I haven't heard him talk yet.
His name looks good.
Nice. All right. Well, let's see. Well, I guess we'll get started.
Yes.
Good idea.
Well, welcome to our second Zoom meeting. Very exciting for our community. Good to see people's faces from around the state here with us. Thank you, Kathy, for joining us. If you would like to start before everyone else is coming in, or do you want to wait till a couple more people come in? I don't know. It's up to you.
No, were you speaking to me? Okay, yeah, because I have a few other things I have yet to do tonight, and this is my third one in a row here. But I'm just very happy that you invited me to do this, because I've been racking my brains out trying to figure out how to connect with everyone. Since we can't go to any meetings, I haven't been to any grand openings, I haven't been anywhere, and I am afraid to go to a lot of places when there's people anyway. So it's just nice to be able to connect to see if anybody needs anything or I can do anything for anyone. Our biggest problem since the pandemic has taken place, well, first of all, we had to finish session early, and looking forward, we don't even know how session is going to be next year. So people will ask me if I can fix something right now. Well, I can try, but I don't know. Everyone can agree with this. Everything is in a state of flux and nobody knows the real answers. But the biggest problem I have experienced with the pandemic has been the unemployment situation. And the governor, has not really taken ownership of that problem. If he would have just been more transparent, it would have been so much easier. But we were getting no answers from him whatsoever. And the Department of Labor was just deluged with, and I can't really say that it was their fault. Because it's just like 1,000 times more unemployment now than it has been. But I just wish they would have been a little bit more forthright. So with that being said, we have been working very closely with the Department of Labor. They have come around, and actually we have bi-weekly meetings with them now, and they're letting us know what's going on. But part of the problem was, I don't know if anybody saw that, there's a lot of fraud going on right now, people using other people's names. And when I talked to Secretary Robinson, she said that they have things all figured out, the fraud was going on, but then they started a new trick, a new scam. So they put one fire out and another one comes on. So I really can't blame them for that, but there still has to be the transparency so people know what's going on. So that's been the biggest thing. And Washington is doing, well, they're not doing anything right now. So, and even with the unemployment, we have to go to them to ask for permission to do this and that and everything. So it gets very, very complicated. And so hopefully, if you know anyone that's having any problems with their unemployment, please don't hesitate to contact my office. So, and I'll give you my phone number. It's 410-841-3620. And Evan, who is my chief of staff,
Ezra.
very, very good at unemployment issues. So I don't know if anybody has any questions, but as I,
So I muted you because there's a lot of background noise when that was happening. So if anyone wants to unmute themselves, I'll do that. So you can unmute yourselves and ask questions or type them in, either way. There's a lot of clicking on my side today, sorry.
yeah, and I'm sorry my TV's on because that's where my internet is and we're trying to keep it. If I go in another room, you'll lose me.
Interesting.
You'll all freeze up.
Can you say your number one more time?
Yeah, sure. It's 410-841-3620.
I put that in the chat as well, Alexis.
Yes, and I'm thinking,
And if anyone else wants to add notes into the chat, I will definitely accept
Yeah.
anyone else on that.
and do you have my email, correct?
Yep.
Yep, can you send that out to everyone? Because it's so long.
Yes, it is very long, I agree.
Yes, yes. So if you can just give that to everyone, if I can do anything for
While
you.
that's happening, any other questions from you guys specifically?
Yeah. Is everybody happy? I mean, or I'm just glad to see everybody. Like I said, I've been trying to figure out how I can touch base with everybody, and this is perfect. So,
Hello, Fagans, by the way. Good to see you all.
yeah. So tell me what's going on over in your neighborhood.
Well, it looks like we're going to have some rat excitement going on. They've got, right north of us, they're doing rat treatment. So everyone be careful because the rats are going to want to go somewhere else when they start that up. So be very vigilant if you can, trying to reduce any goals for that. I know it's frustrating when you feel like you've done everything you should do and there's still rats in your yard. That's not fun. Anybody else have anything else for her right now? Just enjoying neighbors, seeing each other. Oh, Mary, go ahead. What do you got?
I've got an odd one. In fact, that's what I was just dealing with. The neighbors at my back fence put in a chicken coop, and they've got 10 or 12 medium-sized chickens running around, making my dogs insane.
Oh, yeah.
The barking. So I had to just go and drag her back. There must be an ordinance about it.
You know what? I don't know what the ordinance is, but I would advise you to call Kathy Bevins, the county.
I will. I was just bringing it up as something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and because I don't know what the zoning is for that. And
I thought you had to have about an acre of land for chickens. I think we looked at
I'm not sure because
Yep.
this is the first time somebody said anything to me.
They're just preparing for the apocalypse, Mary. I don't know.
I'm guessing.
Well, you better
Well,
just
maybe I should be nicer to them.
you should be nice because she might give you some eggs.
Here you go.
Right.
When the chickens get old, you might like to eat them.
Maybe. I know my dog would like to now.
But that is like terrible with the dog being, maybe the dog get used to it,
Maybe.
so. Any
So
other
going
situations?
back to the rat situation, what is the treatment that they're doing in the blocks north of us?
I was looking at the signs also. I was trying to figure out what that was. I haven't gone through a full remediation at this point, but I'm pretty sure that they basically put poison out on every house, if I remember correctly. And then they mark off when they say that there's no more infestation there, but I don't know how effective that is.
I'm kind of on the fence. Like, do we want to do that here or not? Because there are a lot of cats.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Doesn't that one when I was campaigning, that one house is a cat lady. I don't know what else to call her, but she has many cats and they come up on her porch and she feeds them all.
Yep.
And I forget which street it was on.
Yeah, we definitely have a few cat ladies in our neighborhood, which I like cats more than I like rats. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the one cat followed me all the way up and down the street, from all the way to the top, all the way down to Taylor Avenue. And I've never seen a cat. So.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta unmute them here. Dave, I'm trying to unmute you on your phone. Did it work? Oh, you gotta talk to your phone, not the computer. Oh, questions about mail delivery. Have you had any impact on that, Kathy?
I have contacted the two senators, our two U.S. senators, and my senator who doesn't represent you. But then I also contacted Congressman Ruppersberger, because I know in the past he's been very, very helpful on things like that. And if anybody saw in the paper on Sunday, I believe it was, or Saturday, there was a whole article about the mail, and he's right on it, and he actually sent out a press release. If I can send it to you, I will.
Okay.
You have it, and he's trying his best, and I don't know if it is political or it's hard to say. They say it's not. He says it's not. The postmaster says it's not, but it seems kind of weird. But I know people are not getting their medicines. They're not getting their checks, and they're not getting their love letters, and that's the worst.
That's the worst one, yes.
Yeah. So, but it's really, it's not funny. It's really. I'm teasing about that.
And you said you contacted who again, Kathy?
If you all want to contact Dutch Ruppersberger, and I think he might be your congressman, also Congressman Sarbanes. I don't know which one is yours over there.
We had a conversation with one of the letter carriers over here that was bringing medicine or parcels to us. And he said that out of Parkville, now this is rough, said that out of like 22 routes or something like that, there were only 2 people that were able to make deliveries out of the post office because everybody else tested positive for COVID. And so it's like a complete upheaval.
Yeah. So that's why I said I don't know how political it is. People are blaming it on politics, but I'm not sure if that's the case. And you just hit the nail on the head. It's sickness. So
yeah.
But in the past, I had a laugh though when they started talking about Parkville Post Office. In the past, there were problems with Parkville Post Office,
right.
And I don't know if you've ever had any problems in your neighborhood with that. I don't know, but
inconsistency.
Yes.
yeah. I mean, and people would complain. Several years ago, people were complaining, and so and I went to Dutch Ruppersberger at that time because I just felt like he would listen, and he really did. So, And it seemed like it got better, but all of a sudden it's gotten worse. So,
Well, we've got such small parking and very limited hours that they shut down for an hour at lunchtime. You can be standing 10 feet from the door and they will lock that door and not let you in.
And is that post office?
Yeah, Parkville Post Office. Yeah.
that's,
If you have a key, check your mail, but if you need to go inside for services, yeah, you can't always get there. And then, like I say, it's that one-way parking, going in and out. It's terrible for parking.
I always go to Glen Eagles.
yeah,
It's easier to get in and out.
Where is that?
I go to Glen Eagles down off of Cromwell Bridge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
see, the odd thing is I have Perry Hall Post Office, which is up by the Goodwill, but my post office, if I get something delivered to a post office, it's in the I guess White Marsh or Nottingham. I have to go all the way down by the mall, but when I mail letters, it's to the Perry Hall. And Perry Hall zip code is even different than where it's located. It's weird.
Wow.
Just to make it a little more confusing, yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So I hate to say it, but I have to get moving, but I just want to say hi to everybody. And I never did see Brandon, never did hear him.
He says he's unmuted. I don't know where he's at though.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh,
He's at, are you there, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm here. My hair's a mess, so I don't have it. I'm not on video.
Oh. How's the lottery? Okay.
Oh, the lottery's doing great. Everybody's
Okay.
out buying tickets. Nothing else to do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear your voice, and tell Chris I said hi.
and Kathy, just
I
so
will.
you
Good to
know,
hear from you too. We miss you.
I know, that's what I said. I can't reach out and see anybody. You can't go to eat. You can't do too much of anything.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something, Joe?
yeah, just so you know, we are putting these on YouTube so you can see the rest of the meeting if you ever have time or if you want to see faces again.
Okay, yeah, I would like to see about the Royal Farm Store and Pap, what's going on with that.
Yep, and that's we have a YouTube channel now, so we're posting the meetings on that after.
Okay. I'll have to ask my granddaughter how to do that.
There we go. Use your IT team to help you out with that. Yes. Yes.
All right, well, thank you for having me, and let me know next month.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Maybe I'll
you.
have some answers for you next time, but everything's in the state of flux, so,
Yep. Well, thank you. Good to know either way. So.
okay, all right.
Okay. Cool. Now, I don't know if I saw our secretary anywhere. I have a lot of unknowns like Galaxy A10e. I'm not sure who that is. So if that happens to be Denise Junis, hello, I'm not sure. But Brandon, is there anything else you wanted to report out on? Or if not, I'll go through the meeting minutes from last meeting.
No, I'm good. I did have an idea in probably late August, early September to try to do a food truck night where we have a few food trucks come to the community and we all can go and pick up some food from the food trucks and just kind of try to have something different for the community. And a lot of people are scared to go out to restaurants and get food. So this is a way to bring it to us. So I have a Greek food truck that's interested in an ice cream truck. So I think that would be a fun event or something fun for the community to do.
Joe, what you got?
sounds good.
Lock Raven Village has been doing this for a while, and I'm friends with the woman who's been organizing it, so I can get her list of food trucks to you. Tonight, Jimmy's Famous Seafood is over at the Baptist wait, what is the name of the church? Over on Lock Raven, like right in the heart of the villages.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be at the community center on Glen Keith, and it was walkable from us, but the community center said no, and they had to move on the other side of Lock Raven. I am more than happy also. We just got a big fence, but there's kind of like a parking spot on my corner. It's Ridgely Oak and Daytona. If they wanted to park there, it's kind of central. Or if we did it down by the park. That's a great idea, though. I love having it around us.
Yeah, and that would be great to get a list. I have a couple of food trucks that are interested, but if it works out, it'd be nice to do like maybe monthly, do a food truck thing. I'm trying to find the best place to where they would get they'd be the most visible to get the most customers. So that's I was thinking maybe somewhere in Clearwood, but that might be too busy. But I was just trying to find a good way for them to. I feel like if they're kind of in the middle of our neighborhood, they might not be seen and not get that much business. I'm not sure.
So up by the playground, maybe near, I mean, I know it's Lock Raven Village, not technically Hillendale Park, but there's a lot of parking space there. And they'd be visible from Putty Hill.
Yeah, I'll take if you can you send me like the location of that playground?
Yes, absolutely.
But
Just what you got.
Could we use the church parking lot? The Immaculate, whatever.
IHM, yeah.
Could we, because I
yeah,
mean,
that's a little bit. That's a little outside of the community.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Got you.
That's a good idea.
I mean, we can do that, but I'm not sure how many people in the community would go to that.
There's also the Korean church down on Goodview, which is within our range.
Lee and Dave, are you saying yay or nay to that? I really wish I could hear her. I asked to unmute. I don't know what happened in that. I had them for a second. I was so excited to hear them.
I was thinking if they're on Clearwood, a lot of people would see them.
Go
Or would
ahead.
stop and get some business. I'm afraid if we tuck them somewhere where there's not a lot of traffic, that they might not get enough business just from our community. I don't know.
Dave and Lee, what were you going to say?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay, the chapel has a no trespassing on their parking lot. Up until they opened, about a year after they took over the Koreans, we all parked in that parking lot. You know, we've had baby showers and all, and everybody parked down there, but they put up no trespassing. So there's only about maybe 4 parking spaces before you're onto their no parking zone. So I don't know why they, when they first moved in, they thanked us all for welcoming us, and they were happy to see us. But
We might be able to ask them.
so you could ask them. I mean, you got to be able to speak Korean because they are very. You can tell that they don't like. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with them.
Okay.
I don't even know if that other church meets there anymore.
That is a good question. Maybe
Hey,
we'll have a breakout session with our community association.
Can I say something about the food delivery?
Say again?
Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I go up to Hartford County. I've been going up there for several weeks with the lady from church on Wednesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Friday, and we've been picking up food for 5 families and delivering them to the families. So if you found some families that had a need, maybe you could, meet these food trucks and then deliver the food to people. Dad likes Hershey bars. But I'm saying if somebody needed some food or something like that, deliver it to them.
Yeah, we could set it up where people couldn't get out of the house. We could order it and we could probably pick it up and deliver it to them.
Cool. Okay. Wow, that was good. I'm so glad you guys connected. Fantastic, team.
So that's it for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna start working on scheduling another dumpster day and hopefully do it in March again.
Right.
And then that's it.
If I heard that.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon. All right. So as a recap, we had Royal Farms here last meeting. Whoever didn't see it can look at the video for that information of what we talked about. They had lots of questions and answers, and unfortunately, Lee and Dave had not gotten the connection at that point, but we tried to write them all down and send them off as much as possible. Some of the questions were, well, I don't know if I should repeat all the questions because they're kind of on there, but They reached out to me after just to make sure, I think they got every question answered that we had on there. That was a large part of that. We talked about how last time that our bank had changed to West Banco during the epidemic. So that was exciting. We changed banks again. Why? Because another bank bought the other bank we had. So that's 3 changes in a year, I think. So that was really helpful for me. Very confusing. But we got that all set finally. Unless West Banco gets eaten alive by someone else. I don't know. So that's been going forward. We have our 990N has been done for the year, so we are good for another. We are not having any more tax issues. That was a pain in the butt to get resolved, so I'm glad that is not going to happen again. We have updated our PO box, so that is, well, we had an issue with that because you had to go into the post office to update everything, and it was difficult to get in. So we got that all situated now. Our new fiscal year has started from July 1st of this year until June 30th of next year. So that's exciting. And I think that we still have elections. If anyone's interested in becoming president, we open that up to anyone here. You say something, no. Trevor, you're hiding. Trevor, why are you hiding? I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that was a quick duck, wasn't it?
That was a quick duck. He's pretty quick.
Come on up.
Come on out, Trevor. I'm not going to elect you without your, you have to agree to it. Nice.
Thank you.
But yeah, so if anyone's interested in that or in being treasurer, let me know. We should be having elections unless we want to just stay with what we have for now. I guess we could vote towards that, but I guess or we can, if anyone wants to bring another candidate up at any time in the future, you can do it at any meeting according to our bylaws. What an opportunity, right, Alexis?
Joseph, I think you're doing a fantastic job.
I agree.
Oh, no. Thank you for your vote of confidence. And if anyone wants to help me, please do any way you can. Thank you.
Question?
Questions?
2 questions. Hey, is it Jill that lived, does she live on Daytona and Ridgely Oak?
Yes, Jill Bloom.
Yeah.
She's muted, but there we go.
Hey, Jill, what house are you in? We're down at the bottom of Daytona.
Oh, I'm the one that just put the fence up. An identifying mark now.
Okay, well, look.
And it's pretty easy to see now. Yep.
Okay, but my actual other question is, what is the speed limit on Conduit Road and Hellendale Road and Ridgely Oak Road? Does anyone know?
God, I wish we had speed bumps.
Hellendale's 25.
25?
Yes.
Wow.
25?
10. That's where I'm at. Because I like my children being alive. So it's weird.
And speed bumps. Yes. We have nice speed bumps.
I would like a roundabout at our intersection at Daytona and Ridgely Oak because that seems to be the only way to keep people from running a stop sign.
No, that's
or the tax strips, but that's that.
Or a BB gun.
Did you get any traction with the 4 corner neighbors over there, Joe? I know you proposed it on Nextdoor, so that was interesting.
The people that I talked to from the county roads said they had no idea about the widening of the roads that were potentially coming after they put in our new pipes or whenever that happens.
Yep.
So
well, it's on the schedule, but who knows what this year did to that? I'm guessing it pushed it back a year is my guess, but we'll see.
Another year. Or 3.
Or 9 or no, let's be positive. Maybe it'll be on time. Maybe it'll be early.
You would think. There's so much.
That would be terrific. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that. So it should be. Yeah, it should be at least wider roads or curbs and gutters on everything too. That's the theory. So we're working towards that. Trying to email them as much as we can. It's exciting. But no one gives you back feedback. They're like, "Thank you for your comment" or whatever.
I got a lovely email saying that my email was read. So.
Yep. So there is still free testing for COVID stuff. If anyone needs to know about that, you can go to the Baltimore County Department of Health. I'll put that in the notes that I send out to everybody after the meeting. And they still want us to do the census. For some reason, I guess there's a big push for that for the last year because funding is based solely on the census apparently. So if you have not done it, please do that. I think they said something like every community loses $1,800 per person who goes uncounted. And I was like, wow, can I get counted twice? No, can't do that. I tried to make as many kids as I could, and this is where I ended up at. So, so yeah, I didn't have much else today. If there's anything else from the community, I can write them down. We talked about rats. We talked about the roundabout that is a pain in the bum. We talked about the rodeo or the food truck rodeo. We got to figure out about that. Jill and Brandon are get together on that. Is that correct? Anything else that from the community that you guys want to talk about?
I threw a link in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
A food truck that my school would get. It's called the Great Cookie. And I think it's like $1 per cookie, and then you can get like a dozen or whatever. But it was always a big hit with the kids at school, so I threw that in there.
And it's a food truck?
Yep, the food truck, and they have cookies, and I think brownies. I think.
All right. Is everyone able to see the chat that's on a computer or device or a smartphone? Is that correct? Okay, just making sure in case I did something wrong, which happens. So. Cool. I will put that down.
I guess just an additional thing, if anybody wants to join the Lock Raven Village Community Association Facebook page to know about their food trucks, that's what I did because we're pretty close. So like 2 blocks away.
Do you have the link for that anywhere, Joe?
I will paste it into the chat.
Thank you so much.
No problem at all.
Joe,
Yes.
I was wondering what the current balance in the treasury was. I get the minutes, but that hasn't been listed in a very long time.
Yes, let me get it for you. It also has been a little trickier because I haven't done anything for Mary in a while, but that's okay. We're working on that. And this is why it'd be nice to have another treasurer that came to meetings.
We and I've been there, done that.
Oh, I froze. Sorry. It would be nice, though. It would be nice. All right.
You need young blood.
Alexis, how you doing over there?
You need young blood.
Alexis, it is an easy job. It's not very taxing.
No, it's not. It's an easy job, yes.
Not anymore, at least. We got rid of the tax situation. So
yeah, was that a money pun?
I like that one. I like that one a lot. All right. Loading. Where are you, magic device?
Oh, and I'm sorry, since I went to the page, it's Babcock Church on Lock Raven that has the food truck in the front parking lot. It's also where they have the larger community, the Greater Lock Raven area. What the other community association? The thing, Brandon, are you still part of that?
Okay, the total for our treasury is at $7.75 which is much better than the $12 we were at one point, which was very concerning before the government gave our money back. That was great. I was a little concerned at that moment.
I would think so.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
The LRCC really isn't around anymore. I know Jill asked about that.
Okay, thank you. I remember going to some meetings with the police there when crime was up.
Yeah, we did have a few meetings there, but it's been hard for us to find a meeting room and hard to get people together. So as long as there's no big issues, nobody's really interested.
And if anyone was interested in becoming treasurer, we have systems in place that tell everything that the treasurer does, written up in a form, so that it would be easy for anyone to step in to this excitement with me. So that was just my extra plug, if anyone was really interested.
If you would throw the descriptions, I'll check it out. I can't make any promises.
Okay.
But I'll read it over. And I had made that comment on the Google form I filled out, because it was a required question that you had to answer, like what would you do for the community? Like I'm not sure what dumpster day was and what it was involved with the newsletter. So I had put in other that you could have more descriptions on what was available. But I'm down to help as much as I can.
Okay.
I'm starting virtually again, so I have time.
I know this feeling. Okay. Well, we'll definitely keep that in mind, unless somebody else wants to fight you for it. There is no fight for that, apparently, Alexis. So we can probably have a chat after if you'd like, and we can talk about that. Okay. Does anyone have anything else before we adjourn? Very early on in the meeting? That's not a bad.
Look, Brandon's on.
I know. His hair is looking nice, though, isn't it? Let's go.
Your hair is looking nice, Brandon.
And
We
he's
can't hear you. You're muted, but okay.
I know. Not very much hair there. It's
I
going away with the
understand
corona.
Okay, well.
Very intense.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, it's very good seeing you all. I don't have anything else for today, but I will send out meeting minutes to everyone, and obviously you can always check out the YouTube channel. We'll be posting that tonight, most likely, to get up and running. And yeah, so unless anyone says something else, we're going to adjourn, I think.
Okay, good
Good night,
night.
everyone.
Have a good
Bye, everybody.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Good job.